Hi, my name is Norah Jones, and I feel ecstatic about being Conan O'Brien's friend.
Wow, ecstatic? Really?
Yeah, I do.
That's it. That's fun. I've adored you for so many years, and you were kind enough to come on my late night show, or in shows plural, I'll say, over the years.
Oh, well, I was trying to figure out how many times.
You know what? We could probably look it up, but you came on. That's okay. The minute I said
everybody get going.
9 people in the room started getting on their computers.
I'm just got some medical results.
Yeah, you started crying. Don't worry, 6 months is a long time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God.
Too long in this job.
Yeah, okay, take it easy. We're sitting here with Norah Jones.
Sorry,
I am not going to waste time bantering with you about your life expectancy. You came on many times and in so many different guises because you would perform yourself. You'd be performing your work. And then I remember we did a George week once in honor of George Harrison. And, Paul Simon came. All these amazing people came by for the week. Danny Harrison was around, and it was this wonderful week. And you came, and I'm trying to think.
I did Behind That Locked Door.
Oh, Behind That Locked Door. Okay.
It was so fun. That was one of our, actually, I remember my band and I, because we'd done a lot of TV shows together at that point. That was probably one of our best TV performances. Usually you do it and you're like, it would have been better if this. And we were like, yes, nailed it.
Yeah, the problem is you did that on camera. You turned to the camera and said, yes, nailed it.
Mid-song, too.
Yeah,
It was weird.
and then you said, top that, other musicians in the world.
Yeah, better than George's version.
Yeah, better than George. When you started dancing and saying, better than Harrison.
Yeah, that's right.
That put a lot of people off. No, you were, I was trying to remember what song it was this morning, and I could have just typed in, because we live in that world where I can type in, Norah Jones, George Harrison, Conan, or whatever, and it would come up immediately. But I can't work my own phone. I can't turn it on.
That's less fun anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So, but you came on that week, and you were always coming by and performing, and I just loved it every time you came on the show.
Thanks.
I'm a massive fan. And so
I'm a massive fan. I remember the first time I came on your show was for my first record.
2002.
In 2002.
Yeah, that's right.
And I was so excited.
Oh, well, I remember you, of course, that was the record, Come Away With Me, 5 Grammys. I remembered at that time finding out about you, hearing about you, and saying, who is this Norah Jones? What is this all about? I'm very skeptical. What is this Come Away With Me album? I better check it out and see if it's up to snuff. And listening to it and thinking, I don't understand how someone your age at the time, or anybody, could come out with an album of all brand new standards. It was like, these are all going to be in standards books that everyone has to have forever. And I was, like everyone else in the world, like 85 billion other people, completely floored.
Well, that's nice to say.
Yeah, and I remember whoever was playing guitar with you, I think you did Don't Know Why, and he offered to show me how to play it on the guitar afterwards.
Really?
And so he came into, I don't know who it was, but he came into my dressing room and he's showing me how to play the guitar parts. And I was like, I think I got it. And then we got into a lot of stuff, and edits and work, and we got to figure out tomorrow's show. And then I got home, completely forgot.
I think it's a hard song to play on guitar.
Yeah, it's probably not in my wheelhouse.
It's not in my wheelhouse. It was either Jesse Harris who wrote the song or Adam Levy who toured with me at the time. But that's really fun.
I think it was the person who wrote the song.
Then it was Jesse Harris.
Yeah.
He was a good
Jesse,
friend
I
of
need you to come back. I need another lesson.
He'll probably send you a video if you just give him your phone number.
No, I need him in person.
Yeah.
And he needs to fly out to LA at his own expense. That I do require. I wanted to mention first that you have your own podcast, which I've really been enjoying.
Thanks.
It's Norah Jones is playing along, and what's nice about it is that you get these people, it's 2 musicians talking and screwing around, and it's a very loose atmosphere. And I was listening to you with Jeff Tweedy, who's one of my favorite humans.
Yeah, mine too.
And it was such a great vibe. And I was thinking, man, I'd like to be on this podcast. And then I realized, oh, right, I'm not a musician.
Except you are.
Well, not really, but does it ever expand out to non-musicians?
If they're playing music with me. I think my way in is, there's so many podcasts, of course.
Right. Yes.
And you guys were kind of a big inspiration because over the pandemic, I just, hearing you guys laugh really lit me up. And
that's nice. Good.
It just like belly laughs were needed, and it felt really good. And you screwing around with people on this podcast is kind of like what I want to do, except I'm a musician, so it's a little bit different.
No, but it's the same idea. We talk about this a lot on the show, but I've been fascinated all my life with the fact that I have a natural, bent towards comedy, but the grass is always greener. I'm always peering over into the music yard.
I see that.
And thinking, man, that's so cool. That's the cool place to be. I'm over here with the laughing clowns. Well, sorry, not you guys.
Are we the?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
You're
I
the
never don't
laughing
think of you as
clown.
comedians at all.
Oh, well,
I do.
I mean,
I do.
Thank you,
I think you
Norah
guys are
Jones.
hilarious.
Thank you, Norah
I mean,
Jones.
what do I know? I'm just a
Thank
musician.
you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, you don't have a professional eye like
Yes.
I do. Nora,
No.
couldn't possibly understand how
Take that,
inferior they are.
laughing clown.
But like hearing you with Kevin Nealon, just
Yeah.
like messing around, I mean,
Right.
that makes me so happy. And I feel like that's kind of what I'm trying to do with music, with people who I know, some who I don't know. And we
Yeah.
find this common place and we're speaking like the same language.
Well,
you
this
know?
is what always fascinates me because if there's something that you don't do, you put it on a pedestal or you don't have a natural inclination. So
Mhm.
when I see you sit down at a piano and play and sing, I think, well, she's superhuman. I am immortal. I said amortal, not immortal. I just want to be really clear. There is such a close connection between comedy and music.
Yeah.
There's jamming, riffing, whatever we call it, riffing. I guess you guys jam. Who knows what everyone calls it? But when you sit down and you communicate with each other,
Yeah.
and you're doing it musically, and I do think there's a musical element to if I'm with Kevin Nealon or any of these hilarious people, sometimes I forget what we're even doing, but we're all laughing. And I can't even tell you afterwards how we got there. And I
Yeah.
think maybe that's what it's like in music.
It's the same. I mean, you could do a perfect take of a song and it just doesn't feel right. Or you can do a really messed up, messy version of a song together and it just feels magical. And it hits the spot,